Hey, good morning. Good morning. How are you? It's great to be back this Monday morning. I am your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on FYNTV.com. Wow, do we have a lot going on? Monday, February 22nd, 2021, 8 a.m. So, good morning, Emily. Emily, we have a lot happening. I know you've got a lot going on you're working on in the studio. It's good to be back this Monday morning. Now, I want to start right out with a couple programming notes. You ready? If you are watching on our YouTube channel, if you normally watch we're going to give a 2-day notice. So that way we can have everything set up and done. Okay. So if you're we're going to say this for 2 straight days. Emily, I know I said tomorrow, but we're going to make it official Wednesday. Okay. So Emily's working on some things on the other side here. So officially Wednesday morning, if you are watching on our YouTube channel, FYN TV, Fetch Your News, if that's the channel you tune in on, I want you to go over and hit like on Voice of Rural America. YouTube. Go to YouTube, Voice of Rural America. This is a 2-day notice. You see it on the screen, Voice of Rural America. If you're watching on FYNTV.com, if you're using our app, if you're using one of our FYN TV app, and you're watching on FYNTV.com, nothing changes. But YouTube, we will be moving over and broadcasting BKP Politics on Voice of Rural America. So go find that on YouTube Wednesday morning. Our YouTube live stream will be over there. So that being said, I am glad you are tuned in this morning. Give me number 34. Okay. I will be your captain this morning. All right. I will be your captain. And thank you. So whenever you can get to it, Emily, I want number 34. Voice of Rural America. I like that right there, Emily. Good job. So she is putting all the pictures in and getting them ready. There you go. I will be your captain this morning. Welcome to BKP Politics. And if you will look out your right window, you will see our engine is on fire. I'm sorry. Is that wrong? I will be your captain. Welcome aboard. If you look at your right window now, folks, as we approach our altitude, you will see our engine is on fire. And then fire. Sorry, give me number 35. Our engine is on fire. Now, CNN rushed right in to ask Bob Brown and many of the passengers, right? Bob Brown, passenger aboard United Flight 328. And Bob said, they said, what was it like up there? And Bob said, well, I stuck my head between my ass and I was kissing it goodbye and was talking a little bit to Jesus and asking for some forgiveness and all that good stuff. And my wife was next to me, so I did a confessional, one, bada bing, bada boom. And next thing you know, we're okay. So, Bob, what was it like up there when you looked out the right window and saw that engine on fire? Oh, well, so I just had to do that, okay? Just saying. Give me number 4. This is my attempt this morning for you out there, folks. I am going to attempt to try to be less white. Sound B. Did you notice Jake from State Farm is gone? Have you watched your recent commercials? Removing white people as fast as they can. They don't want you to see any more white people, all right? You have to be like Carmel Harris. I call her Carmel Harris. She has that caramel look. Now, if you have the caramel look, you're in. Caramel look is in this year. Now, black, not so much. We'll take it. But it's more, let's see, what are we looking for exactly, says McDonald's, number 7. Okay, give me number 7. We're going to change the face of leadership around here. That's called America. We're changing the face of leadership. We're committed to changing the face of leadership. So, Carmel Harris is in. That's why she was picked, that caramel color. Not too offensive. You see, you understand, there's still, I'm sorry, please do not take this coming that I'm not okay with this. I'm really not. But too black, you can be a little too black. Then there's your white, that would be me, okay? I would be in your white category. And then there's your caramel. That's about right. That's in this year. So I'm going to attempt, right before your very eyes this morning, I'm going to attempt to try to be less white. Number 4. Yes, Coca-Cola. We will talk about that later in the show. Coca-Cola is training their people. There's an attempt to be less white. So moving right along. Now, I have a great guest this morning. And I have a guest this morning at 8:30. And what I am saying on a daily basis on this show, let's not put that up there much longer, Emily. Let's go ahead and take that down, go with the voice of rural America. I'm going to attempt to sound and be less white. Should I say, like, in my attempt to be and sound less white, can you still say home slice? Like, yo, Holmes, is that still available out there? Or can you dig it? Or is that wrong? Or is it beshizzle? Is that how you say it? Beshizzle? Home slice? Okay. I don't know. I'm going to make an attempt, folks, right before your very eyes. Transformation right on the air. But anyhow, I tell you every day, I am not waiting for it. Now, I know Donald J. Trump, our president of the United States, which I love. The media has referred to him as the other guy. You know, the other guy. Oh, are you waiting for a Joe Biden miracle of the day? Yes. We will get so deep into this morning, folks. Look, let me just say this right out of the box. Every single positive thing that is taking place, okay, where COVID-19 is concerned, the distribution of the vaccine, okay, the distribution of the vaccine, the amount of the vaccine being there, the vaccine being approved and shipped out, the COVID cases going down, every bit of it is thanks to Donald J. Trump. Every bit of it. Okay? The president of the United States. It's not a Joe Biden miracle, folks. It's only February 22nd. The guy took office. The illegitimate president, Joe Biden, took office on January 20th. 32 days later, it's not a Biden miracle. Every single positive thing that's taken place is all because of the Trump COVID-19 task force and what President Trump put into action and cut all the red tape and got out of the way. Now, that doesn't take into consideration number 12. Okay, the president of the United States, the media is talking about the other guy. The other guy. Now, you give me number 12 here. If the media had investigated status quo, Cuomo, if the media would had investigated Cuomo's COVID response the way they did Cruz's Cancun trip, okay, thousands of New Yorkers could still be alive. Okay, every single day Trump killed people. Now, there's something I want you to keep in mind, and it's disgusting. The media is nothing more than they're disgusting, despicable people. They are. It is disgusting what we're allowing to happen. Yes, we should not allow them to continue to do this. The other guy, but, okay, if you listen to the newscast, they will say Trump, but they're attempting to say the other guy or the previous president. Yes, the previous president. Do you know when you don't use somebody's name and acknowledge them? Is when somebody is a mass murderer and you don't want to give them, you don't want to give them any publicity whatsoever. Yes. That's the way, seriously, that is the way they're treating Donald Trump, the other guy, and the previous president. The previous president. Like, if we mention their name, his name, we are giving, oh, by the way, if you think I'm wrong, no, I'm not. Here it is, number 27. There's going to be a moment of silence today. We have so much going on today. There's going to be a moment of silence, number 27. I almost told you about my guest and I got sidetracked. I will right here in a second. There's going to be a moment of silence Joe will hold today for the 501. I wonder what moment of silence or what kind of silence they're going to do with Cuomo's murder list, the people that he murdered, that he shoved. I'm not going to go too far because I promise myself I'm not getting upset today. But 501 and 92, they want us to accept that this number is correct. We accept COVID is real. I'm going to tell you, let me look at the camera. I accept COVID is real. Got it? Boom. I accept people have died with COVID and from COVID. Boom. I got it. Okay. I do not accept this number to be real. It's not real. Okay. But that right there, they put up on MSNBC more deaths than World War II, World War I, and the Vietnam deaths, 47 combined. That's why. You think I'm joking? That's why they don't say his name. I was just watching the other day and they said, Don, I got it. Some people, but if you watch the way they're putting the other guy and the previous president, they will tell you that Donald Trump's responsible for killing all these people. Absolutely. I'm telling you right now, I watch them every day. I know what they think. I know what they're saying now. Really quick, what if you have, I'm trying, everything I say, I'm trying to think, is it, should I say it based on the gender? Is this correct? Can I get away with this? Hell, I'm going to roll the dice and go with it. Number 44. What if you're like the guy that has 4 teenage daughters in the house and you're in Texas, okay? And this is the power bill and you're yelling this morning, turn off that blow dryer. Turn the blow dryer off, please. Cut those lights off. You're the guy going, you're the dad going around the house. Turn the lights off. Turn the lights off. Turn the lights off. Oh my God. So anyhow, that's the power bill. Now, how come, all right? Let's see, number 30. Give me number 23. If this would have happened and President Trump, if the deep freeze of Texas would have happened and President Donald J. Trump was in the White House because he won the election, maybe? I don't know. Just saying. But what if he was there? It would be, how come this is not Biden's Katrina? I mean, if you listen every day, Biden has another miracle. It's a Biden miracle, right? Biden declares, if you would have heard, if you would listen and hear CNN sometime and MSNBC this morning, they're like, Biden declares major disaster in Texas following winter storm. It's a Biden miracle. Let me say this, okay? First of all, it would be, how come this is not Biden's Katrina? And why are they not upset that Biden killed number 47? Why is the media not upset that Biden killed this little kid? An 11-year-old boy died in unheated Texas mobile home. Authorities suspect hypothermia. Why is nobody upset that Biden killed this kid? Why? Because realistically, you and I know Joe Biden didn't kill the kid, or anything Joe Biden did in the last 30 days could have prevented the kid from dying. But if this was Donald Trump, We would do, let's see, would we be doing kids in cages? Would we be doing a child died while crossing the border, tripping and falling and bumping into his head into Trump's border wall? He died. Trump killed the kid. That didn't happen, folks. Don't be researching it. How come the media is not over Biden killing this 11-year-old kid? I will tell you this. Everything about Texas, everything about Ted Cruz is about turning Texas blue. Wait a minute. Give me number 35. I don't know if 35 is the one I'm looking for or 51. Go to 35. Let me see what 35 says. Now, is that 35? Oh, no. Give me number 23. I'm sorry. Give me 23. All right, now give me 24. What is 24? President Biden declares disaster for much of Texas. Maybe I don't have that one ready, but I am going to tell you everything about what took place in Texas. Ted Cruz, all the above, is about turning Texas blue. Yes, whether you want to believe that or not, it's about turning Texas blue. I mean, they are ready to send. They have, let's go through number 18. Okay, this is still this morning. Saturday Night Live, this is Ted Cruz. All right. They're doing everything to save Andrew, not Mario. Mario was the dad. Andrew Cuomo. Number 18, Senator Ted Cruz shares photos helping Texas days after flying back from Cancun. Number 19. Number 20. Okay, number 20. Now, Michael Steele looks spooked. Can you say that? I just want to know, can you say that? Can you say with a black person, can you say spooked? I don't know if you could say that or not. I mean, it looks like he saw a ghost and he's spooked. I don't know. I mean, I am attempting to sound less white as the day goes on. Just checking. Ted Cruz here again. Now, here he is, number 22. The backlash. All right. Ted Cruz is out there putting water in people's car. And we have all the Ted Cruz. Now, let me just say this. Okay. I know which one I want in a minute. Stay right there. Now, politicians, okay? So you have a disaster in Texas. First of all, our hearts, our thoughts, and our prayers, and sincerely, not politic-speak, okay, really go out to the people of Texas. All right? Now, these are public utilities. And I am not advocating for more regulation. Let's be clear on that. But there is a reason why there's some regulation, whether you like the word or not, on public utilities. That being said, we do know Texas did not winterize wind turbines, so on and so forth. We understand that, okay? And we've read the accounts. We hear the accounts of the power company in Texas that provides the majority of the power for the citizens there, and so on and so forth. But there's something you gotta understand and accept, and these public utilities are monsters, and they have mega money, your money, by the way, and they have mega politicians in their pocket. They just do. You don't want to go down that road. I got it. But let's not forget, I'm not knocking and trying to find all the wrong things that took place in Texas where Republicans are concerned. Not doing it. But if you're going to stop and look at, regardless if it's Republicans or Democrats, public utilities across this country and the mega power, no pun intended, they have mega power, megawatts power, sorry, no pun intended, but the enormous amount of power that they lord over these politicians. It's enormous, the lobbyists and how they control each and every state house. Almost every state house in the United States, a good portion is controlled by these mega, public utilities. Absolutely, from your governor's office all the way down. So just if you're going to take time to look at this, look further than Ted Cruz and what MSNBC and CNN are trying to highlight to turn Texas blue. That's the game plan in their reporting to the public utilities. Second, we're saddened that one person lost their life. But here in Georgia and Florida, we're saying a week without power? Yeah, okay. I mean, we are used to here where I'm at, and I know many in Florida, in hurricanes, and in Texas, and in New Orleans, Katrina. I know we have multiple times in this country where we've had to prepare for weather. And you say, well, not freezing weather. Wait a minute. Weather, that the power was out 5 and 6 days, and some people 10 and 12 days in some rural areas in the country. So, first of all, what the media is trying to just embellish and go crazy on in Texas is not all there. We don't like that Joe Biden killed this 11-year-old kid. Okay? Don't like it at all. But Ted Cruz, let me say this, okay? And it should have been over by now. But when something happens, Senator, no matter what party you're at, that's the time where you put on the camo pants, you put on the FEMA jacket and the FEMA hat, and you go and hand out water from day one. Or you go put the orange vest on and let people think. That's when you do the photo op that you're caring, okay? Not that the politicians ever care. Don't get me confused that the timing of their pictures is actually that they care, all right? But that's when you go and you have somebody do a photo op. That's when you do that. You got your FEMA hat on. You got your jacket on. That's when you stand next to the governor at every press conference. That's where you go every homeless shelter and hand out blankets or whatever. So listen, Ted Cruz, I'm not against you. I think we should be seriously looking at prison time for Andrew Cuomo, and the media should be focused in instead of trying to save him on Cuomo, and people would not be dead. So no, to me, nobody is dead because Ted Cruz took a flight to Cancun. But Ted, wasn't your best moment putting your ass on the flight, flying to Cancun and back. Wasn't your best moment. Wasn't your best moment getting your kid, even if, you know it, Ted, you know it better than anybody. You got your kids to Cancun while the 11-year-old boy died. That's in the report, folks. Don't get mad at me. Actually, when they run the picture, okay, they go right behind it when Ted Cruz went to Cancun and got, actually, MSNBC said something to the reference of, well, Ted Cruz is jetting off to Cancun with his children. This little boy died, okay? And children are freezing in Texas with no blankets. So anyhow, enough of that already. Enough Texas. I've got to take a break. It's all about turning Texas blue. Don't forget it. Now, my guest on the other side of this break, it's going to be It's going to be a really great 15 minutes. I wanted to do this because if you are out there and you are talking about, yes, President Trump, Donald J. Trump will be at CPAC Sunday. If you're out there and you're talking about we need change, okay, if you're upset, what do I hear? What do you hear me say every day from this microphone? Go out, run for Board of Education, run for City Council, no matter where you're at in America, run for Board of Education. Go ahead and take that picture down. Run for Board of Education, run for City Council, run for County Council, County Commissioner, State Office. Run for office, but I've never run for office in my life. I don't know how to do it. Go do it. Here you go, folks. Don't complain we need change. Hashtag be the change. You be the change out there. Don't wait. Be the change now. My next guest has never run for office, just passionate about being part of the change, saying we need change. I'm going to have Kristin Soldridge on with me. You don't know her. I don't really know her. I just know she's trying to be the change and stepping out there. And this is our first candidate as an example of being the change when we return. Give me number 14. Voice of Rural America. I can't believe we are doing Voice of Rural America. Give me number 14. And I'm getting ready to have a candidate that is going to run for office, but before she goes to work, she has to go out and feed the farm animals. I love it, America. I love it. We'll be back right after these messages, and you will meet this young lady.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Okay, folks, we are back. I'm your host, BKP. Welcome to BKP Politics on FYNTV.com. Quick programming note. You see up there, Voice of Rural America. If you are watching on our YouTube channel, now very quickly, if you are currently using our FYNTV app or you're watching on FYNTV.com, nothing changes. Want to be very clear. But if you are watching via YouTube live stream, Wednesday morning, we will be on Voice of Rural America. You see it there, Voice of Rural America YouTube channel. So that's where you want to go and subscribe immediately if that's where you watch. Now, since the last election, a lot has happened in America. A lot of people they want change. They want to get involved. You are fired up out there. That's the only way I can put it. And like I say every day, don't complain you want change. Be the change. Okay? Run for office. You need to if you're going to take back America, and some people get upset hearing that, you've got to run for Board of Education. I don't care across this country, because we do have national viewers. If you're listening in Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Texas, Wyoming, you've got to run for Board of Education, City Council, run for mayor, run for county council, county commissioner, state house, state representative, you name it. That's how you make the change. And a lot of you say, well, maybe I'm nervous. I've never run for office before. I don't know how to do it. And you're the first time running for office. Keep this in mind. The other guy, as the media says, the other guy, the former president, Donald J. Trump, never ran for political office in his life. So it's time to step out here and do it. And I'm excited with my next guest here. Let me introduce Kristin Laura Soldridge. Kristin is running for Northampton County Council in Northampton County, Pennsylvania, there, County Council as a Republican candidate. Kristin, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Good, good. Thank you for having me, Brian. Good morning.
Well, okay. We've got a lot to unpack here. I'm really excited that you've stepped out. We're going to have some pictures of you on the family farm, but tell me a little bit. So you've never run for office. This is a county-wide position in Northampton County, Pennsylvania. You're running as a Republican on the Republican ticket primary here for Northampton County Council. We're going to get into what that's about, but talk about your inspiration. Why did you run? Why are you running for office? You've never run for office before.
That is correct. I've never run for a political office before. And at this point, I just decided it was time to get involved. I'm very concerned about the way the country is trending on a national level, but also on my local level. So I thought at this point it was time to get involved and try to make a difference as best as I can with my knowledge of history and heritage in my local county. I've been a resident of Northampton County my entire life. And then also with my business background to bring that information and that knowledge to the county council position to try to make Northampton County better for all residents.
Okay, so backing up, you've never run for office. First time stepping out here and doing that. I've asked about the inspiration. I get what you're saying, but get a little deeper into what inspired you. I mean, what caused you to say, I'm making this move? It needs to be done, and I'm the person to do it. What's your real inspirations here?
My real inspiration here is that I'm a patriot. When I watched the election go the way it did, I was very upset. I felt that there was a lot of election fraud that had occurred, and I felt that it was time to try to step in, intervene, and make sure that that doesn't continue down to the county level. I want to be a voice for the people of Northampton County. I have a desire to be on the county council to improve relations between all residents in the county, but also to bring everybody in the county to know what's going on, to help them understand what's going on, to explain to them where their tax dollars are going. Right now in our county, multiple people are struggling because of the COVID restrictions due to loss of employment, etc., which is occurring across the nation, but specifically in Northampton County. I just want to be that voice to change. And I felt that this was the best time to do it because of the situation. It's the time to get into the political race. It's time to shake things up, to show that normal, everyday people can do this. We can fight for our rights. We can stand up for our rights. And we can make a difference. Even if we don't know how, we can do that. And I reached out to talk to a couple people at the local GOP level to determine and figure out what I needed to do. They gave me the information that I needed to start looking and to determine if this is what I wanted to do. And I decided after reviewing that information and worrying about my kids' education, their future, the future of our county, that it was time to step in. So I want to get in there. I want to keep our rights the way they are. I don't want them taken away from us. I feel that there is a lot of cancel culture going on, that there's so much political speak there that the values of America are dwindling, and I want to bring those back.
Okay, let me say this as my producer. I know we've got about 3 pictures, rotates a couple pictures. Let me just say this. I always like to ask one of the questions. Here's one with you and your family. Is that a baby pig?
Yes, it is. It is a little piglet from my uncle's farm. We have a family farm that's been in our family since 1910. My great-grandfather laid roots in Lehigh Township back in 1910, and the farm has been in existence since then in Lehigh Township. Currently, my family and I, we take care of our beef cattle, and we take care of the little calves that we have on the farm. Also, we help with taking care of the piglets. We also do different activities on the farm, truck and tractor pulls, demolition derbies, and other activities to bring people back to the farm to show them what rural America is truly like, so that they understand that you can go somewhere with your family and have a good time and not have to worry about screen time and anything else that just is a distraction. But you can come to the farm, you can watch what we do, you can have a good time, and you can just enjoy it.
Okay, so let me say this. I love the way you brought up rural America. Let's say this. All right, so I'm out there and I'm thinking to myself, or somebody says, okay, what does this farm girl in rural Lehigh Township that's on the farm that has to feed the animals before going to work, and what could she really bring to Northampton County Council? I mean, what say you if you hear any criticisms about you work on the farm and you're just a farm girl? How could you handle county council?
So even though I'm just a farm girl, I've worked in the insurance industry for 13 years. I have a bachelor's degree in business administration with a concentration in healthcare management. I am very familiar with what's going on in our county. I'm looking at numbers. I'm looking at the items that are being discussed at the county level on the meeting minutes and watching the meetings that our current county council has. And I just feel that anybody can go and run for a position. You don't have to know it all, because we don't all know it all. It's a learning process for everybody, but what I can bring to the table is truth, honesty, integrity. Also, I can bring to the table that I'm a real person. Many times it seems like politicians end up becoming untouchable, so to speak, that people cannot resonate with them. They can't correlate. They just can't be compared to them. And that's not me. I am a real person. I am as real as they're going to get. If you have questions and concerns, I'm here to answer them. If I don't know the answer, I will tell you I don't know the answer and go find out what the answer is and get back to you. So that's where I stand, and that's what I represent. I represent that honesty, integrity, and that I'm a person that is real to everybody, not just a specific area or a specific party. And I just want that to be conveyed and passed through when I run for the county council position, that I'm just normal like everybody else.
Well, let me say this before we wrap up, Kristin. What would you say are for you, and I see pictures of you on the farm and your family, and I really enjoy that, and I love everything about rural America. But Northampton County is a diverse county. There's metropolitan area. You are right across the bridge there from New Jersey. You have a lot of people that work in New Jersey, live in Northampton. So there's several issues that affect many different people in Northampton. What are some of the top issues of your platform when you get out that you really want to have people aware of, or that's important to you, where the county position that you're running for is concerned?
So the items that I'm looking at making a difference that are very important to me it's a little bit of everything. I think everything currently right now in the county can be reevaluated to determine if there's improvements that can be made. We do have a nursing facility that is managed by our county that does need additional assistance, and there needs to be some updating done in that respect. So I'm hoping to go in there with some fresh ideas of ways to improve the nursing facility, but also to improve the quality of the workers there, to address some of the concerns that they have, and just to make sure that it's a great place to be for people, whether you work there or you're there because you need to be medically. Some of the other items that our county is facing is budget control. As everybody knows, we're trying to make sure that we stay within the budgets. Right now, our county's looking at tax increases. There's school district tax increases that are occurring. And I just want to be that voice to let people know that I'm here for you. I'm real. I feel that pain just as much as you do. And I just want to make sure that if that increase does have to go through, that it is a real reason and it is a viable reason for that to occur. Also, I just want to make sure and stress to people that we want to make sure that your rights are protected. We want to make sure that you are able to go and do what you need to do when you want to do. We want to try to limit some of the government restrictions that are in place if we have the ability to do so. So it's a little bit of everything. As being a newbie to the whole political environment, I'm getting my feet muddied in the water, so to speak. And I just want to make sure that when I do go in, I have a comprehensive understanding of what's occurring, why it's occurring, and then to give ideas on how to address those concerns and move forward with those ideas.
Well, let me just say this. The other day when I text you, and I want you to know this, there's a lot of responses I get, so when I text somebody and I say, hey, give me a call, there's a lot of things people are doing. But my favorite response of all is, I'll call you when I'm done feeding the animals on the farm. I love that. That made my day when I text you the other day. You say, hey, I'm out feeding the animals on the farm. I'll call you when I'm done. I love that. I want to tell you, we want to tell you how much we appreciate your courage to step out here and do this, but that you see there's a need for change and need to get involved. And how is your daughters and your husband? Was this a family decision? Did all of you sit down and talk about it before you decided to get into the race?
Well, we did. My husband and I, we are best friends. We've been married for many years now, and we always discuss decisions like this that would impact the lives of each other and also our children. Our children are young, so I did ask my kindergarten, my second grader, are you okay if mommy does run for a political office? And they sort of looked at me funny, but they're like, yeah, sure, mom. And so they were super excited. They were cheering me on. Randomly, you'll hear my son say, go vote for my mom and stuff like that. And my daughter's just super excited. She's like, Mom, I want to take a piglet with us, or can we take a baby cow with us when we go to your meeting? So they're super involved. And my husband was a great support. Without him, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. Because it is a team. We work together as a family. We work together as a team to grow each other and also to just take each day one by one to enjoy the experiences we have with each other. Life is short. So we want to make sure that we still have that family time. But also, this was one of my goals, and everybody's been in support of it. My uncle, who has the farm where we go down and feed the animals, he's in support of it. He's helped me out with a lot of stuff. And we just continue to stay true to who we are, with focusing on the farm. Farmland preservation, as you had mentioned earlier, is one of my biggest items that I want to make sure that is taken care of, because that is my heritage, that is where I grew up, and that's where my kids grow up. And I just want to make sure that everybody across the board has that ability to step into something, to follow their goals, to follow their dreams, and not be afraid of not making it, but then keep going thereafter.
And just to be clear, before we close, you are running on the Republican ticket there in Northampton County, Pennsylvania.
Yes, I am.
Listen, Kristin, Lori, Soldridge, I want to wish you well. I wish you well in your campaign. It's a lot of hard work, but I tell you what, nothing's harder than getting up in the morning and keeping up the family farm. So I know you could do it. We appreciate you coming on and spending time and maybe encouraging others to get out there and do it. And as the campaign goes on, maybe we can have you back on again to talk again. But thank you so much for taking time to be with us. And again, for stepping out and having the courage to run for office and be the change in your local community. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Brian. Take care.
Okay, folks. Hey, we're going to take a brief break. She is running for Northampton County Council in Pennsylvania. Now, all across this country, Voice of Rural America, as you can see there on the screen, the family farm. If you are stepping out, I don't care where you're at in America. If you say, I'm just encouraged and I'm going to run for city council, I will put you on the air. We will interview you here and help get your name out. But I want to encourage everybody, again, don't complain. We need change. Step out and be the change. Have that courage, just like Kristin is having in her local community. Loved everything about that. We wish her well. We will be right back. We've got a lot going on today. You don't want to miss it. A lot happening here. Voice of Rural America, love it. I couldn't be more excited to be here on the show Monday with you. Back after these messages.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reid Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, 1 nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia is truck country, and nobody discounts Chevy trucks like Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $8,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save $5,700 on the all-new body-style Equinox. Every Chevy truck and SUV discounted big. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the low-price leader in truck country. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on FYNTV.com. You tell me, can you tell me a better way to launch Voice of Rural America than what we just did with our last candidate interview, Kristin Lauren Soldridge? Oh, you can't tell me. Well, you could attempt to, but you can't tell me a better way, folks, to start Voice of Rural America. Quick programming note. We're going to do this all morning today and tomorrow just to make sure. You see, Voice of Rural America, we are launching a YouTube channel for Voice of Rural America. Now, as I have explained repeatedly, if you watch BKP Politics on FYNTV.com, or you use one of our app, if you use our app, FYNTV, nothing changes. Nothing changes. If you watch the show via YouTube, Wednesday morning, we will be broadcasting the show also on Voice of Rural America YouTube. So you go over there, sign up for the YouTube channel. We're moving it off of the FYN TV Fetch Your News YouTube channel. Hope I didn't confuse you. You're watching this morning on FYNTV.com. Nothing changes. YouTube, move over and hit subscribe to Voice of Rural America. Wednesday morning, we will be live there also. Okay, so that being said, moving right along. Moving right along. That's what I'm just going to keep saying all morning. Now, another programming note. This is not a programming note. Why would I keep saying that? Another quick note is I am looking for somebody. Put up the email address that people are in the text message. The phone number right there. Phone number and email address. It doesn't matter where you're at in the United States of America. You do not have to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning like your host here. You do not. It is not a particular direct hour of 8 or 11. I need somebody to do research 1 hour a day. Okay? If you would like to do research directly for me 1 hour a day, okay, and don't take this wrong, if you can do it Monday and Thursday or Tuesdays and Fridays, it's 1 hour, and we could discuss that hour. It can be different hours every day at a different time, may I say, every day, but I need someone 1 hour a day dedicated to research to help me with some things, okay? So get in touch with me if you would like to be on the research, handle research for me. Now, also, I call each and every one of you the research team. It does not mean, I have to be clear here. Clarification. They say sometimes, BKP, you can be confusing. So I'm going to clear it up. You are the research department. Rural America, all of you across this country, you are the research department. You send me things. Don't stop. Don't stop sending me anything you find. I try to get to every single thing and review it all. Okay? I appreciate it. But this particular thing is a 1 hour dedicated daily research, direct communication of what I would like for you to look for. I have specific things that I would like for you to look for every day. So that person is out there. Contact me. Okay, now, moving right along. Glad we're not playing a drinking game, right? Drink your coffee. Moving right along. So we will get right into this. And you know, this took off this week. Give me number one. So supposedly Coca-Cola, right? The Coca-Cola organization. Where is it at? Have a Coke and a smile. Come on, where is it? Maybe I'm not able to find it right off. It's a Newsweek article. There it is. So Coca-Cola is facing some backlash. Okay. And where are my glasses? Okay, I'll just have to. Coca-Cola facing backlash says, be less white. Learning plan was about workplace inclusion. So Coca-Cola, you can see in the top, they're using a LinkedIn. It's a very popular training program that they use LinkedIn, but you can see their logo. It's their account. And Coca-Cola, facing mounting backlash from conservatives online, has responded to allegations of anti-white rhetoric after an internal whistleblower leaked screenshots of diversity training material that encouraged staff to try to be less white. Now, so Coca-Cola, and this is interesting because this is where you're at. Period. It's not just Coca-Cola. You can take on Coca-Cola, I get it. But Here is one of the screenshots. Confronting racism, understanding what it means to be white, challenging what it means to be a racist. Now, that's what I've been waiting for as a training. I've been waiting for somebody like Coca-Cola. I've been waiting for a government agency. I've been waiting for someone to provide this kind of these documents. Something we could refer back to. Okay? Now just think, if you go to work for a corporation, I just asked for somebody to do research 1 hour a day. I just need you to do the research I want done. I don't give a damn who you are, okay? I don't care if you're Jack, Jill, Bill, Louise, black, white, caramel colored, red, yellow. I just need you to do what I want done for 1 hour a day. You know, I think it's interesting because it's so funny because we go out and we do productions. And when we do productions, okay, we have a system. Okay. And we have a system. And we need about an hour. So we're going out and do a production. We're going to do a 3-camera shot. It's going to be a 3-hour production, 4-hour production. But we need about an hour of setup time, nobody in our way. And when we back in and we get the boxes out and the crates out, we have a system and it's go, go, go. You, cables, you, electronics upstairs, you, audio, you, headsets, boom, okay? We never have looked at the team. We've never looked at the team and said, okay, what color are you? How old are you? What's your age? Are you a girl or a boy? We nothing. Okay? You have blue hair, you have a tattoo. We've never done that in a production. We hit the ground. We have to be up and live in an hour and a half. And it's got to be done. We've never looked at a hairstyle, absolutely nothing. And I say that. We just have to be ready to go live at this time. Boom. Right? And when we shut down, boom. Okay, folks, we're done. We'll see you next week. Boom. Production's over. Good night. Boom. It's roll up. You cables, you cameras, you sound, right? And if you do not get everything packed the way it's supposed to be packed, and we have a 45-minute shutdown time, 45 minutes at the most, shutdown packed, we're ready to go. If we can't hit you're not on the team any longer. We don't look over at your skin color. We don't do anything but say, you didn't make the team. You've been cut. Wow, that reminds me, that makes me think, will this go over into sports? Or has it already? Interesting. Will athletes be timed? Will there be an NFL combine? Will there be strength and conditioning that will be checked off and measured? What will be the measurements or the used now in certain professions? Oh no, you think we're not going there? Hey, Coach, that's the most amazing white kid I ever seen. I don't care. But, Coach, that kid can catch a football. I don't care. But, Coach, man, oh, come on. That's what we needed. We said before the season started we needed a wide receiver. That is what's holding up. We have 10 that showed up. This is the kid. I don't care. We have 18 white people that have checked off their white on the roster. You know that's our limit. Coach, there's no way we can get 19. Well, we could trade 3 other white guys, and the trade deal says if you trade 3 whites, you can bring back 1. Okay, Coach, let's get – what the – you think – okay, I'm going to move on from that. Just wait. Just wait. Mark this day, 2/22/2021 at 9:10, when BKP said that the team roster can only be X. That's right. You wait and see. Okay, so – this is Coca-Cola. Give me number 2. Be less white is 2. Here's how we're attempting to be less oppressive. Folks, I have to pause because I'm trying to figure out, don't be oppressive. How am I? Be less arrogant. Crap, I am arrogant. Damn. They had to throw arrogant in there. Be less certain. Well, I think it works that way, but I'm not really clear. I'm not sure. Be less defensive. Be less arrogant. Arrogant and ignorant. Be more humble. Okay. Listen, believe, apathy, white solidarity. Hey, listen, while I'm on the line here, can I get someone white solidarity? I'm going to have to do something with the All-Star Political Panel on Friday. That whole damn Friday show is awful damn white. And I didn't intend it. I'm going to figure something out. Okay. Just thinking here, arrogant. Damn. They got me. Number 3, in the U.S. and other Western nations, white people are socialized to feel that they are inherently superior because they are white. Have a Coke and a smile. Coke Zero. You know, the social media is lighting up with people saying, I don't know if I could be less white, but I know I could drink less Coke. You do realize, you watch the commercials, white people are non-existent. In fact, if you're a white male and you happen to like a white female, there's something damn bad wrong with you, and vice versa. I'm serious. I mean, I don't care what people think. I mean, you have to have a multiracial family to do a commercial. Okay. There's no Tide. I better not mention a corporation. You can't buy fabric softener. I just say that. No names. You can't buy food, fabric softener, soft drink, detergent. You can't buy any damn thing if you're not a multiracial family. Or if you're not black, you can't even get a cell phone. I mean, if you want a cell phone and you want a white person in the commercial, you have to sell the cell phone to a black family. Now, you can be an all-black family, but not an all-white family. I'm just saying. Why am I the bad guy? Looking for, oh, I know, you're looking up, I know, there's a commercial out there, you missed it. I'm just saying, in general, look, Jake from State Farm, he's gone. Where's Jake? No. Just saying. Okay. Research shows that by age 3 to 4, children understand that it is better to be white. My kids knew that by 4. Did your kids know that by 4? I bet your kids were superior than mine. Because my kids didn't know they were better to be white till they were 4. I bet you're out there bragging that yours knew at 3. What the hell's wrong with these damn people? That's just like me. I used to come home, my kids are in the living room watching TV. Who's the black kid? Dad, can we go to the mall? And you're going to take the black kid? It didn't happen, folks. It didn't happen. That's what I'm saying. This is crazy as hell. Oh, okay. So number 4, Coca-Cola up there in the corner. Try to be less white. This is not something that is. Here's Candace Owen, number 5. We're attempting to be less white here. Number 5. If a corporate company sent around a training kit instructing black people how to be less black, the world would implode and lawsuits would follow. I generally hope these employees sue Coca-Cola for blatant racism and discrimination. Okay. And then you got McDonald's. I just throw this in here. Okay. McDonald's number 7, because I don't want Coca-Cola to feel like they're all by themselves. It's everywhere. Okay. We're committed to number 7. We're committed to changing the face of leadership. I told you when we started the show this morning, Carmel Harris, I call her Carmel because she's caramel colored, whether you like it or not. You can get mad at me if you want. Okay. But Carmel Harris, okay, is in. Now, you can be too black. You can get mad at me if you want. You can be too black. A little too black. You can be too white. A little less white. Need to be a little. If you start pushing that, look at you start pushing that, you can come up with a less offensive candidate like Carmel Harris. There's a reason why. This one you'll love to attack me on. Because I tell people, I get very angry when people call me a racist, okay? Really? But there's a reason why we've not had in this country a black president. Oh, I know you're freaking out, just freaking out, okay? Now, we've had cream in the coffee. All right? We've had cream in the coffee. I get that. We ain't had no damn black president. You ain't had no black vice president. Just saying. Okay? There's a reason. Number 8, McDonald's. Just following right along here. No matter where you are in the world when you interact with McDonald's, through the app, in a restaurant, by watching a commercial, working in an office setting, or as a crew member, inclusion and equity should be as evident and familiar as the arches themselves. Inclusion and equity. No matter if you're watching a commercial, subliminally, that should be clear as the arches itself. Number 9. They're going to hold themselves accountable to represent the diverse communities in which we operate. Accelerate cultures of inclusion and belonging. Dismantle barriers of economic opportunity. Well, we see in your reports, your sales of fries are down 2.9% in your store. Why are the sales of fries down 2.9%? We didn't have a fry guy. What do you mean? What's that got to do with it? Well, we had the proper number of African American burger turners. Yes, the flippers were African American. We hit that quota. Yeah. The bag or the drive-through assistants, may I help you? We hit the African American, Latino, caramel-colored quota. We hit those. But when it came to fries, the only people we had apply were white people. We had 3 white people apply, and we had already hit our white people quota on fries. I'm crazy. Look at the damn screen. I'm the one. I thought McDonald's policy was the hire the next warm body that came through the damn door. I thought that's what their policy was. Oh, okay. Can you be here? You filled out an online application at 8 a.m. this morning. Could you be here in 15 minutes? We got a little paper hat we're going to throw on you. We need fries. Sure, I could be there. I thought that was their policy. No, not any longer. Number 10. That's why for the first time in our history, we're implementing policies that hold our leaders directly accountable for making tangible progress on our DEI goals. Okay? DEI goals. We have goals. Okay? And let me see something. That would be, here just a minute. DEI, I was trying to remember what that is. Oh, yes. DEI goals. What exactly does that stand for? Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Diversity and equity. That's why for the first time in our history, we're implementing policies that hold our leaders directly accountable for making tangible progress in diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's 2022. By 2025, we will completely erase the reason why you get a job. We will completely erase from the children of the world, college graduates, what an actual job means. It means work, trading work for a value of money, and it's an exchange. It will no longer be that. A job is no longer an exchange for a value of money. I will do X and you give me X. There's no, and I want you to produce X and accomplish X for this amount of money, and that's the job. Okay? Absolutely. By 2025, I guarantee we will have that erased. A job will not have those meanings whatsoever. It will not be important what you produce, what the outcome is. Let me say this to you, okay? Now, the government does not. This is where we're at, okay? This is where we're at. Let's go back here. Let me say this before we close. Number 4, go ahead and throw that up there. This is exactly where we're at. Government jobs, regardless of what they may be, and I know people do work. There's some people out there that work regardless of where you're at. Okay, so let's not get all bent out of shape, okay? But government jobs have for the most part moved to an area. It's not there's not a trade of a value and work. That day is gone. Okay, in most government jobs. Okay, now we're not knocking teachers today. We're not knocking people that pave the roads. We're going to be careful. There are some people out there that really work. I'm talking about the actual job. Now, all we have to do is tear down the private sector meaning of a job. Okay? We have the colleges, your higher learning, institutions of learning I interview people, okay, I understand I'm white and I come from a generation that I felt I was superior. I get it. That's what you think. That's exactly what you think of me out there as far as Joe Biden's people, the Joe Biden side, okay? But there was a time when you walked in and you sat down with an employer and said, I could start whenever. I could be here tomorrow. If you need me to work nights, I can work nights. If you need me to work weekends, I can work weekends. I can do whatever you want if you'll just give me the job. Okay? 2, I will guarantee you, I'm going to go as high as 6 out of 10. We're up to 6 out of 10. I'm going to give 4. The 6 out of 10 people that show up for a job interview now, let the employer know when they're available. I'm not available those days. I'm available here. And then they want paid based on their skill set. So I'm not going to go a different direction here. But we are only, it's 2022, 2025. We will erase any memory of what a real job is. Just saying, you can take me wrong. We're going to come back. It's a Joe Biden miracle. Now, how can Joe Biden find enough vaccine, bring coronavirus infections down, save the world, rejoin the World Health Organization? I mean, you would think, don't get shocked if some reporter out there actually reports that Joe Biden has decreased the world's temperature by a half a degree. I'm serious. And then follow it with his policies and plans. Joe Biden today decreased the world's temperature by a half a degree. Plans Biden wants to put in place by when 2050 would do just that. Biden is saving the world. Biden is ending COVID. Biden's getting your kids back to school. Biden is going to feed your children. I mean, it's a Biden miracle. President Donald J. Trump will be at CPAC Sunday. We're going to talk about it. And how about this? This dropped this weekend. I read all 48 pages. Will we have time to discuss it? But we will go into it because I have the challenge for you mega research heads. Where the hell's it at? I got it somewhere. Number 11. Now, there is some good in this bill. Some, okay? Because I'll tell you why. This is 9/11. Not 9. There you go, right? Absentee in Sunday voting targeted in broad. Where's my absentee and Sunday voting targeted in broad Georgia election bill. When we get back, I want to tell you why I know there's some good in this bill. Doesn't go quite far enough. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Hey, folks, we're back. Sorry about that brief delay here. My computer over here froze up. The one over here, not the broadcast computer, it froze up. So I'm trying to get some things back up and running. Okay. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on FYNTV.com. Now, let me say this, okay? Let me say this. I've said it several times. We're making sure we have this programming note come back up. And that being said, the programming note is, if you are watching this show on FYNTV.com, okay? You're watching on FYNTV.com. Hold on just a second here. I'm going to try to clip this out and send it to Emily here. If you're watching on FYNTV.com, nothing changes. Nothing at all. If you are using our app, FYNTV, nothing changes. Keep that in mind. But if you happen to find this show on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, we will be moving Wednesday morning the YouTube broadcast over to Voice of Rural America. Put that up there, Emily. Okay? So people can see right there. So if you're watching on YouTube this morning, Wednesday morning, you will have to go to Voice of Rural America YouTube channel. So go over there, hit like on that channel, and you will pick it up and you won't lose anything. So we're giving you to Wednesday morning. Okay. Emily, I'm sending you a picture now. So just go ahead and get it ready. It's a new one here. Thank you very much. So also, go ahead and put the address up. Phone number, sorry. Emily's like, make up your mind. I am looking for somebody 1 hour a day, 1 hour per day, to do research for Voice of Rural America. Okay. Now, you are the research department. And what I mean by that is so much of what I do throughout the week comes from you. And I try to read everything and get everything, go through everything you send me, text messages, whatever it may be. So don't hesitate. Hey, you see something online, I don't care what it is. BKP needs to know about this. Email it, text it to me. Got it. But I need somebody specifically focused 1 hour a day. It does not have to be the same hour. Today might be 9 a.m. to 10. Tomorrow might be 11 to 12, 2 to 3, whatever fits your schedule. But it has to be 5 days a week. And I need 1 hour a day for direct, specific research for Voice of Rural America. Okay? So let me know right there on the screen if that's something you're interested in. If you're wondering if I know what just happened. You're wondering if it's a paid position. I get it. What are you paying for this? Send me a message. We'll talk about that. Hey, there's a possibility. Just saying. It could grow into you being the head of the Voice of Rural America research department. Just saying. It could be big. So, okay. So anyhow, before I go on, and I will come back to this in a moment, there was a 53-page. So for you out there in America that are trying to pay attention, the Senate has not, the Georgia State Senate. Now let's talk about election law and things that will be changing in Georgia. There was a 53-page election law bill for new election laws dropped last week by the Georgia House of Representatives. Barry Fleming, if you're wanting to send messages about election integrity, You should send those to your representative in Georgia, okay? Your state representative. And then also Barry Fleming, Georgia State Representative. He is the chair, okay? He is the chair of the House of Representative Election Integrity Committee, all right, in Georgia. Now, it says 59 page. I don't know if it was 59 pages, but HB 531. Give me number 11. Now, I'm going to go from 11, Emily, so you know, to 59, and then back to 11. So hold on here. Absentee and Sunday voting targeted in broad church Sunday voting in broad Georgia elections bill. Okay. Now, this is HB 531. So if you're out there anywhere in America, from sea to shining sea, you can watch all the debate this week on this House bill. Go to Georgia State Legislature or go to Georgia House of Representatives and floor debate. Look at the schedule, floor debate. It's real easy. This bill will be debated on the floor of the House all week. Committee, you can look this up. All right? Call a representative and say, hey, what's the schedule? Make them tell you. And you can watch the debate. Second, is there any good in this bill? Will it help? The answer is yes, there's some good in the bill, but it goes nowhere far enough. I was in a meeting last week, and I don't care where you're at in America, you need to pay attention to this in Georgia. You got to pay attention because I was at we find out after the fact. I was at a GOP meeting in Georgia last Monday night and Thursday night. Two different parts of the state in North Georgia, two GOP meetings. And in both of those meetings, there's a lot of discussion on making sure the changes take place that secure the election, voter integrity, okay, election integrity, and you know, bringing back the confidence in going to vote. And everybody is all up in arms about what did happen. And I'm telling you, this is your week. Not next week, not the following week. This is your week. Now, we're talking about the Georgia House of Representatives. Now, the Georgia State Senate will drop a bill. They were supposed to Friday. They haven't done it. They're dropping their election bill, the Georgia State Senate, sometime this week, maybe Wednesday. We don't know. We don't know. And I'll tell you what the Georgia State Senate is doing, and this is my prediction, is they're waiting to hear the fallout of HB 531 before they drop their bill. Because, you see, HB 531 goes nowhere near close enough to make the corrections necessary. Okay, and we will get into that throughout the week, but you got to pay attention to it. It's 48 pages. Please read the bill. Now, the legalese in it. Hell, send it to attorneys and ask them to help you. Don't get upset. Okay, let me just say this. Let me see how to put this. If you don't feel you're smart enough to read this, you're not alone. Okay? Because it is packed with legal jargon that is very hard to comprehend. I'm just telling you, they make this, I mean, they make this bill so hard to comprehend. I read every single page. Plan to read it again this afternoon. Plan to do my markups, send them to my state representative and say, here's how I feel about the bill. But how do I know there's some good in the bill before we go too far? Give me number 59. Okay, this is a blanket email. I have signed up for Fair Fight. I want to know what's going on. So I get the text messages. I signed up for Fair Fight. That's Stacey Abrams text messages, okay? That's why it says stop to quit, okay? And I know there's some good in this bill because Stacey Abrams Fair Fight said, "Hi, Brian, this is David, a volunteer with Fair Fight Action. Last week, a 59-page surprise bill." There was no surprise in it. HB 531 was introduced in Georgia House that would have devastating consequences for voting rights in Georgia. Okay, so there is some good in this bill because Fair Fight thinks it would have devastating consequences. They do ask for a voter ID for absentee. They do limit drop boxes, and they do put a stop to Sunday voting. There are some significant changes, but nowhere near the distance we need to go. The rushed introduction, okay, and hearing process cut Georgians out of the legislative process. In reaction, Fair Fight Action is hosting a series of public hearings on HB 531 next week. Now, I got this weekend, okay, to ensure you have all the information you need about these attacks on voting access. Will you join us for these hearings next week starting on Monday? Damn, I need to put yes. Hold on, I didn't respond. I need yes. Let me tell David yes real quick. Yes. Please send info on hearing times. Okay. I had to respond. I didn't tell David yes. I want to be involved and hear what they have to say. So, Fair Fight Action is hosting a series of public hearings on HB 531 next week to ensure you have all the information you need about these actions on voting access. Will you join us for hearings next week starting on Monday? Now, my question to you. Here is my question. How many of you received an email, a text message, a social media, somebody reached out, so whatever. How many of you heard about this bill? Now, here's exactly, I'm getting ready to paint. Now, I'm not excited about this bill. It has to go much further. Okay, put this up here. All right, go ahead and put up number 11. Is that what it is? I told you to be able to go back to that one. Okay, absentee and Sunday voting targeted in broad Georgia election bill. And if you notice, it drop boxes that you didn't hear the targeting. So in general, this does, when you want to use the word target, this does target, okay, drop boxes. So really quick, drop boxes would only be allowed inside polling locations during the time and only accessible during the time of early voting. So if you have in your county, they can't, I think, I'm almost positive they can't be outside anymore. Okay. So if you want to vote absentee and you want to use a drop box, my understanding is you have to go in the early voting location and it must be monitored. There's a lot of different things. But the drop boxes are addressed in this bill. Doesn't go far enough. All right. The way you can get money, election boards and election councils and whatever, the way you can get money now, you would no longer be able to get it from Mark Zuckerberg in a grant. You would have to get your budget, your election operating budget would have to come directly through this bill, your county. Okay. So if you're out there, let's take a little minute and break this down. If you're out there, currently what happens in Georgia, I don't know where you're at, your county sets the budget because HR1, is that it? I promise I'm not getting sidetracked. This is good intel. I'm going to call this very good information that we need to discuss. Okay, I've got it here somewhere. Hang tight. It's here. Darn. I gotta say darn. Okay. Somebody told me the other day that they could actually maybe start getting some different people watching my audience if I would watch my language. I got to be careful. HR1 for the People Act. Okay. Now let's remember, we're going to put this all together. HR1 for the People Act of 2019. We know we're trying to keep an eye on federalizing elections. Okay. Oversight and reform. HR1 to expand. Okay, remember this. HR1 is to expand America's access to ballot box, reduce the influence of big money in politics, and strengthen ethics rules for public servants and for other purposes. This is a smoke signal, HR1 out in front of it. It's to federalize and take over our elections. Now, we still in America, we want election integrity, but we want our local county to handle our election, period. Now, in Gilmer County, that's probate judge. Probate Judge Scott Chastain is in charge of elections. In Pickens County, it's a board, a election board that they have that is operates underneath, under the veil and the guidance of the Board of Commissioners. Fannin County, Georgia, election board. Okay. So this bill would stop Fulton County, DeKalb County from their election board from taking direct grant money from Mark Zuckerberg to buy drop boxes, pay poll workers, buy hand sanitizer. That's what they wanted you to believe was happening, and buy the mobile voting units. This bill would stop that. But my concern is, and we'll leave it at that, and I don't know how you stop federal money from coming in. And the election boards would only be able to receive their money from their budget that comes from the county. So they got to come to the county and say, I need X. The county's got to put it in the budget. Now, the county could take money from the federal government, okay, and the state for the election budget. We need to make sure the county itself, the commissioners, cannot take grants designated to be used for elections. We need to make sure of that. And this bill says they can take money from their county, state, or federal government. I'm a little concerned on the federal government because the CARES Act, the federal CARES Act for hand sanitizer, and copy paper, they put out $400 million for elections that you could get money from. So although it stops grants going directly to it, little concerned that there's not still a way to wash the money over into the counties, but it does that. The other thing it does, it does the drop box. Oh, the mobile voting units would only be allowed to take the place of a precinct. So if your local city hall is a voting precinct for that Tuesday, and a tornado comes through and rips down City Hall. Now this is serious. A tornado comes through and rips down City Hall, okay? Then you can pull one of these mobile voting units right into City Hall, and it could take the place of that precinct. Not be able to drive around to the mall with a bullhorn and yell, "Hey, come on out here and vote." So it would change that. That's good, okay? Now, absentee ballots, it does not go anywhere near far enough. There's not enough, to me, pressure on chain of custody, to me. I'm still concerned over absentee ballots. It does address them, but it makes a move that they're jumping to where you have to have identification, photo identification, and prove who you are to vote absentee. So they're going crazy over that. Now, last but not least, in Georgia, we have Sunday voting. Yes. And they say it will disenfranchise black voters. So in Georgia, some are going to scream about this and swear I'm wrong, but I'm not. Let's just say Reverend Warnock. Okay, Reverend Warnock, the senator down there in Georgia. Ebenezer Baptist Church. Now, wonder how many churches are set up in Georgia as voting precincts. I don't know. Maybe none. I don't know. Maybe. But on Sunday, they want to take you from the pew, what's they call it? From the pew to the voting poll, from pews to polls, right? Yeah. They have buses lined up to take you to the polls to vote. And then to the buffet. I think you go first. If you're in the church, it's Sister Maybell. Is that wrong? Sister Maybell's at the church. And the two sisters are sitting there and they got the hat on. Is this racial? Why? I mean, well, I've been to several black churches. Oh, damn it. They're not black churches. It's just churches where black people attend. I'm trying not to be so damn white. So I've been to several churches where black people attend, okay? And I've seen the sister with the big hats. I love them. Big hats, all right? And they get their praise and worship on. I love it. But when they get done, they get in the little church bus and they truck them all over to the buffet, the country buff, right? Take them over to the country buff. And you know church is out because here come all the sisters, okay, and the brothers. And they and then you get back on a bus and you go vote, and then they take them home. I don't know how it works. So they're going to stop the Sunday voting in Georgia. Disenfranchised. I know, I'm in trouble, right? So let me say this, and we'll move right past that. How many of you, this is my question to you. All right, the Senate. I will have, I had it here just a minute, AJC. Okay. Georgia voters pleaded with representatives Friday to back off sweeping bill that would impose absentee voting ID requirements, limit drop boxes, and ban early voting on Sundays. The day-long hearing was the first opportunity for lawmakers to hear from the public after a far-reaching voting legislation that was introduced Thursday and could get a vote in the Georgia House of Representatives this week. Many witnesses who testified Friday opposed the 48-page bill. I read all 48 pages, saying it would create burdens for voters and prevent them from casting ballots. Voting rights advocates called the legislation devastating and a horror show. But the bill appears to have the support of the committee's Republican majority, making it likely to advance in some form. Legislators plan to amend it Monday. That's today. The proposed to end in-purpose early voting on Sundays, okay, would be a blow to black churches that host, souls to the polls. Yeah, souls to the polls. Souls to the polls. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Can I get your soul to the pole, brother? Can you hear the organ and the guy up there? Guy up there and the organ going. Doo, doo. You know, black church, man. Right after church. Your organ. Praise the Lord. We're going to get your soul in the church van out front. It'll be parked out front. Bring your soul. We're going to get it to the polls. And then the organ goes nuts. Can I get a praise break? Then they take a praise break, and everybody's praising souls to the polls. I've gone too far. Gone too far. Get out the vote events. Early voting would only be allowed on weekdays and one Saturday in Georgia. By seeking to eliminate Sunday voting, you are targeting people of faith whose jobs and economic circumstances make it hard for them to get to the polling place. We should take a tear break. That's what we're going to call it. We got to take a break to shed tears for these poor people. Said Nancy Flake Johnson, president of the Urban League of Greater Atlanta, a civil rights and economic justice organization. Many of these people of color and low income citizens who have transportation issues and have long hours work. They don't have transportation issues. Their asses can all get on the Matt's bus and get over to bingo. I'll tell you what, if your soul can get to bingo, then your soul can get to the poll, period. That's my new thing. You got it? Soul can get to bingo, your soul can get to the poll and vote. No more Sunday voting. Anyhow, we know, and I'm going to end this right here, we know that this bill has some good or the attacks would not be out there. But everything happens this week. I have two things I'll close with. Number one, the Senate bill, the Georgia State Senate bill is dropping probably Wednesday. My opinion is the Senate did not drop their bill so they could see the amount of backlash. That's my opinion. They wanted to see the Georgia State Senate, how much backlash will there be from the House bill? Now, the House bill is not going to get stronger. It can only get weaker. And that's the sad thing. It's not what we need, but it can only get weaker this week, okay? So this week is it, folks. For everybody out there across America, if you are waiting for voter election integrity laws to take place in Georgia, this is the week you have to pay attention to. Boom, right here. One more time. The Georgia State Senate did not release their version, an omnibus, probably about 70 pages coming Wednesday, because they want to see the backlash, but they're going to drop their bill, okay? The House, the Georgia State House, is having hearings this week and debate on the floor, all right, all week long for this bill that you see on the screen. But here's my problem. For all the backlash and all the concern and everybody up in arms, I did not get one damn. Did you? Did you? I did not get one text message. I did not get one. I don't have the Georgia GOP. I got them on my phone. I got them here. I got 3 damn phones. Here, I got another one. I got a phone here. See it? I got a phone here. And I got a phone here. Do you know the only damn text message I have this weekend concerning this bill? Hi, Brian. This is David, a volunteer with Fair Fight Action. I don't have a text message. I don't have a group. If you have one, share it with me. Put up the way to get in touch with me. If any conservative group, if any right-wing group, if your local GOP, if your Georgia GOP, I am so damn tired of all this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take it. But let me tell you something. All I hear is Republican Civil War. All I hear is Republican Civil War. All I hear is a civil war in Georgia and the Republican Party. Will Doug Collins run? Will David Perdue run? Will we get rid of Brian Kemp? Will we get rid of Brad Raffensperger? Do you have on your phone that you can send me a local, I will highlight it. If you have a local GOP, Republican Party, county Republican Party, mass email, mass text message that says, folks, this is the week we've been watching and waiting and making plans for. If you have that on your phone, if you hear that anywhere, please send it to me because I didn't get it. I've got Georgia Fair Fight. I got something from Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams sure as hell reached out and found me and told me this week was a devastating week for them. But sure as hell don't see nothing. I don't know. If I'm wrong, send it to me. Oh, by the way, it's 10:07. We'll be right back. We are not finished. This is the week, Georgia. Pay attention. Take a break, Emily.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reid Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, 1 nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia is truck country, and nobody discounts Chevy trucks like Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $8,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save $5,700 on the all-new body-style Equinox. Every Chevy truck and SUV discounted big. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the low-price leader in truck country. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
All right, folks, we are back. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on FYNTV.com. It is Monday, February 22nd, 2021. Voice of Rural America. I love that logo. Emily, you have that placed. Like, I absolutely love everything about that Voice of Rural America. I have my red, white, and blue America. I'm going to go. I've got 150 flags. No, I don't have another 150 flags. Why am I saying that? I have like 150 ties, and that's not an exaggeration. But I think I'm going to go and do a search for American flag ties. I would like to have, I guess then my tie would look like the American flag every day. I'm not for sure how we're going with this, but I'm thinking about it. All right, folks. Emily, give me number 60. Well, wait a minute. Wait, Emily, wait, slow down. That's my bad, as the brothers say. Can we still say, because let's go. I've attempted number 4. Go with number 4. I've been attempting to try to be less white. Emily, can you look me up like the top Snoop Dogg phrases? Like, go in there and look up Snoop Dogg, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and get me like the top Snoop Dogg phrases. If you could clip anything in a top Snoop Dogg phrase out for me and put it on my screen, please, I'm begging you. My attempt to try to be less white. I mean, what do you say, bashizzle? I don't know if that's what. Can you still say home slice, homie? Homie, don't play that, huh? So you remember when you would go, right? So one time, leave that up there. It happened to be a black guy. How do you tell these stories if you don't tell them like that? So it's a black guy, right? So like this years ago, and I went like this, boom, 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 and I went, boom, like that. He said, no, Mr. Pritchard, don't blow it up. That's what white people do. What the? Boom, Mr. Pritchard, don't blow it up. That's what white people do. Okay. So anyhow, trying to be less white, attempting all I can be. So let's go to number 11. Okay. Now, remember, we're talking about, and the guy on the screen here is Barry Fleming. He is the chair of the Georgia House, Georgia House Election Integrity Committee. Now, Georgia House Speaker David Ralston created this committee at the beginning of the session to deal with and drop bills that dealt with election integrity in Georgia. Okay, so Barry Fleming was picked to chair that. So I want you to remember that name, because that's who you got to call, and you got to tell people to call. Okay, now as you can see, this 40-some page bill addressed absentee Sunday voting, right? Now, if you read the bill, they're up in arms, okay? And this is where I say it doesn't go far enough. And this is where I say, when Republicans say they're serious, you gotta ask just how serious are. So it's like, if a Republican says we're serious, it's like, how serious are you? That's like the joke. I'm serious. How serious are you? They don't go to, let me show you here. It would be devastating, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, proposal, souls to the polls, eliminate legislators, new voting. Okay. Okay, if there is a certain, all right. So let me just say this. It's okay. it incorporates, now listen to this, the bill, stay with me. It incorporates initiatives such as requiring a voter to submit either a driver's license number, state ID, or copy of photo ID when requesting an absentee ballot. All right. Now, in this, what you have to remember is you have right there in the center, Barry Fleming, okay? And then you have the co-chair of that committee, Bonnie Rich, okay? House District 97, Bonnie Rich. I don't have her picture up. So if Republicans are serious, why no hearing on House Bill 228? So if we're really trying to do everything, why not throw this bill in and give me number 60 on the screen? All right. And let me tell you, another thing is, and I'm going to tell you why you have to call. You have to call and encourage these people to stand strong. Seriously, Barry Fleming, Bonnie Rich, is that her name? She's the co-chair, right? Bonnie Rich is the co-chair. You have to call these people and say, stand strong. They're getting hit. We have to send as many phone calls of what we want in the bill, what we want them to stand strong. They have to hear our voice louder. And what happens during these times is people like Fair Fight, they get together. That's why I was so upset in the last segment. They get together and they make sure they have a call to arms. And they get their word out and they're blowing up the phone lines. They're at the state capitol. Well, I thought you couldn't go to the state capitol. Hell, don't tell them that. They're walking through the door. They are down there in their representative's office. They are down there at the committee hearings. They are down there walking the halls. They are ringing the phones off the hook. Now, many of you are. Okay, so you may be out there saying, don't attack me. I'm doing it. I'm working very hard. I'm doing everything I can. I get it. I know you are. Thank you. I appreciate you. Well, we wondered when you were ever going to say you appreciate us. I appreciate you. I get messages saying I sent 10 emails. I get it. I appreciate it. But I'm talking the overall. This is what we have to do. Barry Fleming, the chair of this committee. Bonnie Rich, the vice chair. Now, House Bill 228, HB 228, sits in the Election Integrity Committee. All right? It sits there, HB 228. This bill that would mark a non-citizen limited driver's license as a bearer, not a U.S. citizen, voter ID. The far left is attacking. The far left, my message is the far left is attacking Bonnie Rich, the subcommittee chair. We need polite calls and emails to her office and the office of Barry Fleming, the full committee chair. We're running out of time. HB 228. Okay? Now, what this is, if you could see on the top, this is why is this a big deal? Because when you have counties and poll workers and you come in and you hand your ID to them, okay? Right now, if you are in this country on a green card, if you're an illegal and you have a driver's license, if you're in this country as if you got a visa to work permit, green card, whatever it may be, if you work at one of the multinational corporations, whatever, and you got a driver's license, it says termed, limited term, the top one, this is what currently it says in Georgia, limited term driver's license. All we are asking in 228, House Bill 228, is to have the sentence on the top say, bearer, not a U.S. citizen, not voter ID. Okay? So when you walk in, it's not to be used as voter identification. It is a limited term driver's license. See that? See the top one, if you walk in, poll worker doesn't see limited term, I don't know, maybe it's only 6 months. I don't know what the deal is on that. But the bottom one is what 228, all it would change is that driver's license saying bearer not a U.S. citizen, non-voter ID. They will not touch that. If they are serious about, identification at the polls, if they're serious about, but look, Homeland Security wants you to get an ID. This is not a big deal. Please call immediately Barry Fleming and Bonnie Rich, especially. Your representative's important. Barry Fleming, Bonnie Rich, you want a hearing on this. It's HB 228, okay? And they're not serious about some things if they won't even give you a hearing on this. Also, please call immediately, and ask them to stand strong on these election voting integrity bills. Do not encourage them. It's time now. You got to encourage them. Do not let the left, the battle. They are angry, nasty people. We need to call them. All across this country, please call Bonnie Rich. Please call representatives in the Georgia State House, senators, state senators, Republicans, Barry Fleming, all across this country, and say, please stand strong. We support you. We want strong, voter election integrity bills. Okay, so I'm going to take one more break. I want to come back because it is 10:30, and I want to do a quick wrap-up. We got to run through. I've got a couple things we have to cover before the 11 o'clock hour. Emily, take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
All right, folks, we're back. You're watching BKP Politics on BKP. Wait a minute. How does that work? Oh, I'm BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on FYNTV.com. So we're going to run through some quick pictures, Emily, and if it takes till 11, we're going to 11. If not, we'll be done before 11. We'll just see how it goes. So let's start with number 12. This is what I'd like to see. See his hands up? I would like to see his hands up as he surrenders to law enforcement. Andrew Cuomo. I would like to see him surrender to law enforcement. Number 13, Biden will honor 500K U.S. COVID deaths with candle lighting ceremony. Empathy's back in the White House. Now, it's a Biden miracle. Let me tell you this. Every single positive thing you hear, okay, Donald Trump put in place. Biden did not do these miracles in 30 days. Okay, Donald Trump put in place. Every negative thing you hear is tied to Joe Biden and the deep state trying to squeeze the money out of you to give to blue state corrupt governors and mayors and so on and so forth, and unions. You got it? Yes. All the good is not a Biden miracle. Give me number. We went through. Now, Ted Cruz, the attack on Ted Cruz in Cancun. Give me number 22. Okay, 22, 23. All right. Hang tight, 23. Now, this is all about trying to turn Texas blue. Watch, I'll show you another graph. Now, Biden, I don't know why it took a week. If this was Donald J. Trump in Texas, why this is not Biden's Katrina, I don't know. Number 28. The World Health Organization panel to recommend deeper study of earlier COVID clues. That's the BS they want to give you, okay? The BS they want to give you so you will, they're investigating it. So while you hear they're investigating it, while you're giving $400 million. Okay, so let me say this. What's his name? What is that? Fauci's on TV. He taught me something new. Fauci, I did. He is an elite. Fauci's an elite. Sine qua non. Sine qua non. Sine qua non. Sine qua non. An essential condition. A thing that is absolutely necessary. Sine qua non. I learned that from Fauci this weekend. All hail, Fauci went out. They ran Fauci out on TV to run cover for what? Harris. If Fauci has a 70% approval rating, right, they don't attack. You notice the Biden administration does not attack Fauci. Number 29, Fauci said possible Americans may still be wearing masks in 2022. They don't attack Fauci. So they send Fauci out to clean up. He's a cleanup guy. Kamala Harris said there was nothing ready to go. Nothing. Total decision. Biden, Fauci went out to clean up their mess this weekend. Okay? Number 30. House Dems not expected. House Dems not expecting any GOP support for relief package. This kills me on CNN. I couldn't understand. CNN is going with less white. Number 31. Biden needs extra votes to get Tandem confirmed as head of the OMB. Look at this girl. This is an example, okay? If you would listen, you can get mad at me all of you want. You can call me a racist, whatever. If you listen, I would never apply for this job because obviously I can't read the teleprompter. I jumble up words. I'm a grammatical nightmare, okay? I would read the teleprompter and say, did it really say that? And go, but you have people that train for that job, okay? If you would watch this young lady, I'm going to be as nice as I can, on CNN at 5:07 a.m. Eastern Time, this is an example of CNN doing nothing but filling a quota. Nothing but giving the Coca-Cola, McDonald's training. This is CNN filling a quota right here. I'm serious. Just listen one time, all right? Here it is, number 37. Texas Democrats issue report on 2020 elections. I would read this article because they have their report out. They're sending Stacey Abrams in. Send in the clowns. Send in the clowns. They are ready to send Stacey Abrams in. Everything about Ted Cruz, everything about Abbott, everything about the power freezing up in Texas is all dedicated to trying to turn Texas blue. Nothing more. Number 38, Garland expected to face tough questions during confirmation hearing to be Biden's attorney general. Merrick Garland will be on the Hill today and tomorrow answering questions as Joe Biden's pick for attorney general. Number 39, here's a statement from his opening statement. He may have already given it this morning. 150 years after the department's founding, battling extremist attacks on our democratic institution also remains central to its mission. Coming after you, folks. From 1995 to 1997, I supervised the prosecution of the perpetrators of the bombing of the Oklahoma City Federal Building, who sought to spark a revolution that would topple the federal government. That's why he's there. More tomorrow, but pay attention to why this guy is there. Do not trust this guy, number 40, Joe Manchin. Don't get all excited that Manchin's going to vote against a Biden nominee. Don't get all excited that Manchin's not going to vote or go Chuck Schumer's way. This is all political. Joe Manchin cannot be trusted. Just leaving it at that. We'll go on with that, okay? I don't know who these people are. Number 43. This is a company called Gritty, okay? Some Texas electric bills skyrocket after winter storm. Bruce explained this kindly. He did a great job Friday explaining this. This was a company that you could buy your power through, but they let you know it was really low. It would be a market value pricing. And you ended up with their bill, number 44. This is their bill, okay? And they say, you know what? You knew when you signed up, but this is interesting. Number 45, I'm not coming out of the house till July, all right? Biden's vaccine timeline shows all Americans can receive a shot by the end of July. Folks, nothing on the positive side of the COVID-19 is possible without Donald J. Trump putting it in place. Even getting the vaccine by July. The fastest, I understand the fastest we reached a vaccine was a mumps. Mumps. To eradicate the mumps was 4 years. 8 months, Donald J. Trump cut the red tape. Do you believe? Let me say this, okay? Think about it and make sure you understand this when you talk to your friends. This is not a Biden miracle. Democrat red tape is so cumbersome. It's so deep and thick in the weeds everywhere that if Joe Biden really had his way on day one, the red tape would have stopped everything from moving. The reason things are rapidly moving, okay, is because Donald J. Trump, you don't even hear warp speed anymore. They've erased warp speed. Operation Warp Speed, don't hear it. You don't hear Operation Warp Speed. You hear the other guy, okay? The previous president is what you hear. But everything he put in place is why you have the vaccine. Hospitalizations are going down. Now, there is, I do not know, there's by July, supposedly everybody can have the shot if they want it, all due to President Donald J. Trump. Okay? Number 47, I do not know why Joe Biden chose to kill this boy. Okay, number 49, I don't know why he chose to kill the 60-year-old man and 86-year-old woman, okay, frozen in her backyard. Don't know, okay. Wait a minute. 48. Sorry, 48, 60-year-old, right. Now 49, COVID crisis, full vaccine access. Everybody's going to get the full vaccine access. Now, I did this off Meet the Press yesterday, okay? Meet the Press, I took this picture. Number 51, look at it. 7-day case average. Now look at August, okay? Look at February, how far we dropped. Look at between February and the end of August, September, October, November, and then look at December, January, and February downhill. Look at that. For some reason, something takes place in that spike. For some unknown reason, an election. I don't trust any of these damn people. No, I do not trust them. Okay, this was something also on Meet the Press, Chuck Todd on his data download, number 54. Just want you to see this. If Donald Trump formed a third party among Trump voters, 48 would support the Trump party, 27 would support the GOP, undecided. Okay, and here he is, the guy that went out to all the news shows to clean up, the cleanup guy. He's now cleanup. Clean up aisle 5, clean up aisle 5. Here he is, number 56. Everything that Kamala Harris, because of the color of her skin, caramel colored, everything Kamala Harris and Bumbling Joe, okay, can we say plugs? I want to say plugs Biden. Rush, that's my salute to Rush. Plugs. Everything plugs Bumbling Joe Biden says. Bumbling, stumbling Biden. And Kamala Harris says, Dr. Anthony Fauci goes to do cleanup. Goes to all the shows. That was on Meet the Press. Here he is on Fox, number 58. Okay. So all of the new independent viewers that are Joe Biden, we got to go. He's the cleanup guy, okay, for fixing all their screw ups. Number 57, the Republican Civil War. And we know, you know, I know, and the American people know, you know, I know, and the American people know what? Oh, I had something there. What did I don't know. Oh, Donald J. Trump will be at CPAC, okay, Sunday speaking. And let me close with this. Give me number 16, okay? Don't share. If you're out there thinking, let's close with this, okay? This is our closer of the day. Voice of Rural America, okay? Kristin, Lori, sorry about that. Did I say number 16? Number 16. Okay, give me 16. Kristin, Lori, Soldridge. Okay. Kristin, Lori, Soldridge, number 16. Whenever I know you have to resize it there. Folks, please share this interview with all of your friends. This is the Piglet. I love Piglet. God, Emily, now I'm sold. Kristin, her husband, the 2 kids, Piglet, Voice of Rural America. This is a candidate for Northampton County Council, has never run for office in her life. We had her here. If you want to run for office, don't know how, but you say, hey, I think I want to run for office. I think it's time, okay? I want you to listen to this interview. We're going to post it today, okay? And also, give me a call. If I can direct you on who to talk to get on the ballot where you live or whatever, give me a call. Voice of Rural America. Emily, you know what we say. You don't have to go home. but you can't stay here because we're leaving. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Emily, let's get out of here for today.